Chapter 4. 15 days between hope and goodbye. The hospital became their new world. Cold, bright, unfamiliar. The kind of place where time loses meaning, where day and night blur into one long stretch of waiting. Machines beeped in steady rhythms. Footsteps echoed through the hallways. Doctors spoke in calm, controlled voices that tried to sound reassuring, even when they weren't. Amma sat by Kofi's bedside, hour after hour, day after day. She barely moved. Her eyes stayed fixed on him, as if looking away, even for a second, might mean missing the moment he woke up. Because in her heart, she held on to one thing: hope. Maybe he'll wake up. Maybe he'll recover. Maybe God will give us another chance. She whispered those words like prayers, over and over again, sometimes out loud, sometimes only in her mind. Kofi lay still, connected to machines that now did what his body could not. The same man who had once been so full of strength now looked fragile, quiet, distant. Amma reached for his hand. It was warm but different, not the strong, steady hand she had held for years. This one didn't squeeze back. Tears filled her eyes, but she fought them back. "Don't leave me," she whispered softly. We're not done yet. We still have so much to do." The days passed slowly, painfully slowly. 15 days. 15 days of waiting. 15 days of hoping. 15 days of living between faith and fear. Family members called constantly. "How is he? Any improvement? Have the doctors said anything new?" Amma didn't always know what to say. Sometimes she gave them hope, even when she wasn't sure she still had it herself. "Let's keep praying," she would say. But when the calls ended, the silence returned, and with it, the truth she was trying to outrun. At night, when the hospital grew quieter, her thoughts grew louder. She replayed everything, every moment, every sign they had ignored, the headaches he brushed off, the times he held his chest and said it's nothing. The days she told him to rest and he refused. "I'm fine," he would say. She closed her eyes tightly. Why didn't I push harder? Why didn't I insist? Why didn't I see how serious it was? Guilt crept in slow, heavy, unforgiving. Tears slipped down her face. "I should have done more," she whispered into the quiet room. But there were no answers, only the steady sound of machines and the unbearable weight of waiting. On the 10th day, the doctor spoke to her differently, more carefully, more seriously. They used words she didn't want to hear. Critical, unresponsive. "We're doing everything we can." Amma nodded as if she understood, but inside, something began to break. Still, she held on, because letting go felt impossible. On the 10th day, the call came. She knew before they even spoke. There was something in the way they said her name. Gentle. Slow. Too gentle. Too slow. "I'm sorry." The words echoed, but her mind refused to accept them. No, you're wrong," she said, shaking her head. Her body went cold. Her hands trembled. Her heart pounded like it was trying to escape her chest. No, he was getting better. He has to wake up. But deep down, she already knew. Kofi was gone. The world didn't stop. The machines still beeped. People still walked past the room. But for Am, everything had a sound left her chest that didn't feel human. A cry so deep, so raw, it carried years of love, sacrifice, and shared life in a single moment. She fell to her knees beside him. Her hands gripped the bed as tears poured uncontrollably. "This wasn't supposed to happen," she cried. "We were doing this for our family, for our future." Her voice broke. "You promised me." She looked at his face one last time, peaceful. Still, too, still. This was not the man she knew. Not the man who worked endlessly. Not the man who carried everyone. Not the man who always said family first. Now he was gone, and with him a part of her. In the days that followed, Amma felt everything, and nothing at the same time. Numbness, shock, anger, guilt, pain that came in waves so strong it took her breath away. She questioned everything: God, life, every decision they had made. Was it worth it? All the sacrifice? All the years apart? For it to end like this, the future they had been building together suddenly felt empty. But somewhere deep within the pain, a quiet truth began to rise. Kofi had given everything for his family. Everything. And now she was left to carry what remained, to